So the FouseyTube Keemstar drama has gotten way more high stakes as Keemstar has now gone public with the fact that Fousey called him while he was at the airport and admitted that he had sex with the girl.
Yeah, we talked about that in our last video, but it wasn't really public yet when we spoke about it because, you know, we had just heard. And now he decided to call out Fousey for lying through his teeth because in his apology, he lied. On every single way, he lied. And Keemstar's not going to take that shit. He's not going to take the lies. So he stomped all over Fousey's just in multiple videos and a Twitter space. We're gonna cover all of it.
Yeah, there was a big Twitter space that resulted in Keemstar and Fousey actually debating, and it got highly emotional, very heated.
Yeah.
And we're gonna go over all of it. There's a lot of information to unpack. Let's start with this video that Keemstar put out, The Truth at Fousey.
Yeah.
Fousey, you just went on Bradley Martin to tell your truth, and in two different scenarios, you spoke about me. Let's talk about the girl in the airport, all right? First, and then we'll talk about you leaving Happy Punch and how that went down. Because this is my truth, and my truth is fucking reality, all right? So, you said on Bradley Martin that I gave you a text saying that I was very upset how you treated that girl in the airport, or that I wasn't upset, that my girlfriend was upset, and you said that Keemstar wasn't even upset, his girlfriend was, and his girlfriend runs him and owns him and some shit like that. No, false, all right? The guy that gets run by girls is you. Proof, in the Bradley Martin, in the same podcast, you just said your girlfriend fucking cheated on you and was running around with some other fucking dude.
Oh my God.
Right? No girls run me. That is not the reason why I text you and I was upset. The reason why I texted you and I was upset is because when the thing happened with you and the girl in the fucking airport, all right? I woke up early that morning. It was 10:30 in the morning. I remember this. My messages are spammed with, oh my God, check on Fousey. Something's going on with Fousey because you were crying on stream and all this other stuff. So I called you out of concern, something I do all the time. Baby, how many times do I got to call Fousey? Just concern for his mental health, anything, right?
Yeah. He constantly has to check in on Fousey because he's always on the verge of doing something crazy.
Yeah, or at least saying he's going to do something crazy, but really it's... A lot of it's probably attention bait because this guy is just, you know, his entire life revolves around receiving attention, but yeah.
Dude, something I just noticed, by the way, on the side here, Fousey's Twitter bio says he's the Kanye of social media.
What does that even mean?
That is just great to see. Wow. Okay.
Wow.
All right, buddy.
Just worried about him. So I call you and I say, Fousey, what's going on? I got all these messages from YouTubers that, you know, something bad's happened. What's happening? And you go, no, I'm fine. I'm playing the July 15th character. He goes, Keem, I just fucked this girl in the bathroom. And I'm thinking, right on, good for you, man, good for you. Not thinking anything of it. Later in the day, I get the context of what actually took place. This girl's a victim of sex trafficking and all this other stuff. And I see the manipulation that you pulled on her. And then I see you bragging that you got a blowjob in the fucking bathroom. And I see all this stuff. And I'm like, what the actual fuck? So I text you, yo, what is this? Even my girlfriend's mad. This is such a bad look. And you text me back, I didn't fuck that girl. Well, you just lied to me then. Because I called you early that morning. Did you forget? Did you forget? I called you at 10:30 Eastern that morning, and you told me on the phone? So that's why I'm mad. You fucking lied to me.
So Keemstar, again, goes public with the fact, and he even shows, like, yeah, we had a call. It was a 1-minute call. This is the phone call you are forgetting.
Which, that's the call where he says that he fucked her, laughed about it, they had a good little bro moment, and then moved on, which I guess is the entire downfall of Fousey's career for the next 2-3 days.
Yeah, so Fousey released some text or whatever, right? Now, it's important to establish, like, Fousey at the Toronto airport, which is where the airport was, right? And Keemstar living in Buffalo, New York, they're in the same time zone, right? So, Fousey puts out these text messages where between him and Keemstar's the great text. Keem says, stop streaming. This shit is so goddamn bad. I just learned the context of all of this. Now, this is 3 hours later after the incident took place and 3 hours after the phone call took place, which was at 11:14 a.m., right? So this is when Keemstar learns, like, the context, because around this time was when the H3 subreddit and everybody was blowing the story up, saying that Fousey just raped a girl at the airport.
Right.
So Keem's like, what the fuck are they talking about? He watches all the clips. He's like, wow, this looks bad. Then he texts Fousey. Fousey says, okay, I'm on my way to get a mental health eval once I land. Keem says there are videos all over Twitter. Bro, you clearly took advantage of that girl. It looks so fucking bad. Then Fousey says, I didn't do anything with her, Keem. And Keem says, my girlfriend is going off right now at me. She's seen it first.
Yeah, I mean, he's just lying to her here. And another reason this matches up to in the Keemstar timeline of things is he says that like usually he records his drama alert around that time. So it makes sense why he like did the call. Then he was kind of away for a couple hours. And then as soon as he's finished recording, he comes back and just sees the absolute disaster that's just taking place.
Right.
Figuring out what's going on. And not only did he just see that, you know, he was getting backlash, he also saw Fousey breaking down and lying too at the same time, breaking down and lying about what happened. Yeah. Which of course is just going to tick him off. I mean, I don't blame him at all.
So Fousey puts out a response video, and this video is fucking crazy.
Keemstar, Keemy Dreamy, my brother, Daniel.
So an Etika reference there? All right.
Jesus.
A little bit of some messaging going on.
Yeah, I mean, this guy sucks.
You just said in your Twitter video that I called you and said I just fucked this girl in the bathroom. I just posted the text proof that my first text with you right after the incident was, Keem, I didn't do anything with this girl. That's fucking low even from you, dog. Not even Deaf Noodles would do some bullshit like you. The only reason all these fake news articles are posting that I got banned on Twitch because of sexually assaulting a girl is because Drama Alert spread that fake narrative. You made me want to kill myself, Keem. I was your friend for so many years because I was terrified of you. Everybody knows you're the biggest person who can get someone canceled. If you're on Keem's good side, your career's good. And you took care of me for years, Keem. Even with everything I exposed, I did it with love. But do not try to say I called you and say I fucked this girl. That's low, Keem, even coming from you. I love you. I love Happy Punch. Have a good life, brother. I'm setting a boundary between us now. I'll contact you when I'm done with this manic episode.
What
the fuck was that end there? What? I'll contact you when I'm done with this manic episode?
This guy just sucks so much. It's like watching someone, like when I watch people lie, you know, I can usually see like what their motive is or why they're lying, or I can just have like a straight opinion of like, oh, this guy's bad. This guy's just so like indescribably incompetent and just disgusting and just nasty. Every time I watch this person just doing anything at all, I'm just like, oh, what the fuck is wrong with you? Like you have so many problems and you just need to be put away in an asylum.
Dude, he just comes off so fake and plasticky. That's the problem, right? It's like you watch his streams and he's like, I'm the coolest, nicest guy in the world or whatever. Then whenever he gets into any controversy, he just handles it in like the worst way possible, exposing his true behavior. So it makes it even more disgusting to look at. You know, it's not like he's like a open, sleazy, scumbaggish guy.
Right.
That's not what he presents himself as at all. But he is. It's kind of like how he presents himself as like a honest, you know, God-fearing Muslim, but then he has all of these horrors on his stream.
But no, I mean, this guy sucks. He stands for nothing. He's just a weird, manipulative, like watching him talk to the girl, just everything he says is fake. Like everything he says was with the intention of trying to fuck her, was with the intention of flirting with her. Everything he says when he's like, I understand, I get what you mean. It's all just this fake, slimy, just nasty, just disgusting personality that I just cannot even watch for more than a minute at a time without wanting to puke. To be honest.
So like I said before, Keemstar and Fousey get involved in a Twitter space where they debate and they hash it out for almost an hour. And we've got some timestamps from this space, so we're going to take a look at some of them. Let's just start at the very beginning.
Bro, you're gonna
go on your phone. Go on your phone and look at the phone call.
Oh,
right now.
Oh, you called me for 1 minute, Keem. You called me for 1 minute and I told you I fucked the girl?
Yep.
All right, Keem. Stick to that story. I'm sticking to mine.
wow.
No, it's not a story. It's the fucking truth.
Oh, the truth. Just like when Drama Alert photoshopped a picture of me and 2 fans and cropped out the background and said that I solicited 2 prostitutes to my fucking hotel room. And then when I told you about it, all you did was delete it and not once apologize.
Wow.
I don't.
Why is the news of him allegedly fucking 2 prostitutes like a big deal if he's open about his fucking sex addiction? But what is he talking about anyway, right?
I mean, he just immediately deflected. This, like I said, this guy is just slimy and disgusting. I mean, that deflection to that conversation, like a totally different thing, and then him yelling and screaming and being dramatic about it, is entirely to get the attention off of what just happened when Keem joined the call, which is to talk about the reason that this is happening in the first place. He's also trying to put out like, hey, by the way, Keemstar is a liar, which I don't even know if that's true what he's saying. It's probably a lie. I mean, Fousey is a horrible lying person. So he's immediately deflecting. He's trying to discredit Keemstar without taking any accountability for what happened at all.
don't remember that?
Of course you don't.
I swear to God, I don't remember that. But why are we changing the subject?
You used my name for money and relevance to your whole career.
Jesus.
I cover the fucking news, of course. I cover
Fuck you! You cover fake news, dog! The only reason people are friends with you is because they know you can cancel them. You don't give a fuck about anybody but
Okay, so
yourself.
our friendship was a fake friendship? You were just friends with me because you were afraid of me?
I was scared as shit of you, dog! You made me want to kill myself!
So you're a fraud.
my
So you're a
God.
fraud. You're a fake friend and a fraud.
So Fousey establishes that his friendship with Keemstar, and by the way, these guys were friends. I mean, they would hang out or whatever. They would tweet about it all the time. They started a whole company together, Happy Punch.
Yeah.
But Fousey's now saying that the only reason they were friends was out of fear.
Yeah, and the only reason he started a company and gave the idea to Keem and worked on it with Keem for however long is because he was scared of him. That's the only reason
He thought it would appease Keem and get Keem to make sure he wouldn't cover him negatively, which doesn't make any sense because Fousey is now complaining that Keemstar covered him negatively on Drama Alert just now, despite them being friends. So which one is it? His story falls apart. Either Keem will never call out his friends, and that's why he wanted to be friends, or Keemstar is calling out his friends when he shouldn't. He should be talking to them privately instead. It's one or the other. You know, it can't be both.
Yeah, I mean, no, the argument doesn't make any sense at all. I mean, they were literally just hanging out the other day with Colton, dancing on stream together. I mean, that was, or on video rather. That was literally just a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, that was the Nashville party after a big fight.
Yeah, and then now all of a sudden he's having this just terribly manipulative, just annoying to watch breakdown where he's just yelling and screaming and blaming Keem for everything. I mean, it's just absolutely pathetic.
You know, it's so funny. It's just random commentary lore. I just thought about it, right? They just hung out and partied at Nashville. Nashville was where Keemstar and Leaf were hanging out. You know that picture of them in the helicopter?
Oh, yeah.
And then like a few weeks later, that's when they all had this giant war in 2016. If YouTubers meet up in Nashville, they will hate each other within weeks. Like this, especially if you're Keemstar.
I guess history repeats itself. I mean, look at this.
Dude, time is, a circle.
I mean, wow.
Let's move ahead and see where this conversation goes.
I see a phone call for 1 minute, Keem. I'm not gonna prove that I said I fucked a
Thank
woman.
you. Okay.
When I swear to God on my fucking dead fucking grandpa and my dead dog that I didn't fuck this woman.
Okay,
but do
calm
you
down
give
for
a
a
fuck
second.
before Drama Alert goes and post that shit?
Calm down for a second. Calm down for a second and just like think about this logically, all right?
You're telling me to calm down when you just went on the internet and told everybody that I called you to say
Yeah,
I
but
fucked
let's
a woman that was
get
drunk.
forward. Let's get forward in this conversation. Let's actually move the conversation forward.
All right, I'll calm down. I'll calm down.
You on stream, you went and told your audience that you joined the Mile High Club. Was that a joke or was that reality?
A 100% joke. It's a running joke on my stream.
So is it possible that you were joking with me too when you called me? Because I don't know if you fucked the girl.
No? What the fuck? What is that?
No.
So Keem gives him a possible out, which is plausible, right? Could it be plausible that Fousey, in his call with Keem, was also joking with Keem, like, haha, I just fucked this girl trying to sound cool or something, right? I personally wouldn't believe it, right? But if that could technically be a possibility, and Keemstar's offering that as an option for Fousey to take.
Yeah.
But he says no, he fully just never said that, and Keemstar is making it up.
Well, I mean, he's not even actually fully denying that he never said that in the call. I don't know if one time he denies that ever, like that I don't think he ever really specifies what he think happened in that call at all.
Right.
Because basically what happens multiple times in this space is that Keemstar addresses something about the call. He says, like, were you joking when you told me you fucked the girl? And then Fousey says no. But he doesn't say, I never said that. He's always an emotional, reactionary, just crazy person. He picks apart every detail except the detail of when Keem says, were you joking when you said you fucked the girl? Then he just denies it. He says no.
Nah.
Later in the call, it's something like, yeah, you called me and said you fucked the girl. And then Keem says, and then Fousey says, and then what did I do? So no matter what, he just deflects off of this, like, when you called me and said you fucked the girl, he doesn't address what he thinks happened in that 1 minute call. Probably because he either forgot or he just doesn't want to admit the truth.
I believe in something, but I'm not religious.
Exactly. I believe in Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and he's my only judge. You don't even believe in God. We are not even on the same level,
Okay, so
dog.
Fousey, you've never been caught lying in your entire career. You're going to go on record saying that. Just because you're religious.
I've lied.
You're more
But I've also
trustworthy than
been
me.
called. I've also been called a liar by you when I didn't lie. You also ruined my life when I didn't lie.
Fousey, you had an entire career of doing fake pranks, but now you're going to try to prove to everyone that you're the most trustworthy person in the world. Like,
hey,
dude, you forgot the phone call you had with me. It's that simple. You forgot the phone call you had with me.
Keem, do you want me to expose your fuckboys that sold fake crypto coins? Do you want me to expose everybody who sells shit?
He just constantly just changes the topic.
Yeah. I mean, he just said, Keemstar made 2 points, that you forgot the phone call that you had for me, and either point that he brought up, Fousey just didn't even address. Just started talking about, well, your fuckboys dropped fake crypto coins. Like, okay.
Because of Twitch, because that's what you're doing. Like, I'm
grinding with my own success. I don't need to use somebody else's name. You've never done anything that's creative. You made one song called Dollar in the Woods. And first of all, my dog that died that I buried in the woods was named Dollar. So go fuck yourself first.
Wait, whoa. Okay, the allegations now are getting crazy.
What?
Again, another topic change, but this one really honestly threw me for a loop. So Keemstar made this song way back in his Xbox days, you know, those infamous days, the Alex era.
Yeah.
And he made this song called Dollar in the Woods randomly, and then in 2017 he made a music video of it. Now Fousey's dog, this is well documented, was named Dollar, and he did bury Dollar in the Woods, but is he onto something?
I don't know.
It was a secret diss track the whole time.
I guess Fousey's just thought that this whole time. I mean, I don't know. I wouldn't be surprised.
I mean, if he just made this up on the spot, honestly, I am impressed.
Yeah, I mean, that's pretty good manipulation. That's like the one time where I'm like, wow.
Even I'm like, whoa.
I would not have been able to come up with that if I was trying. If I had like a script and I was thinking about everything I could possibly say and had like 2 hours to come up, I would not have thought of that.
Yeah.
That just would not have come to mind.
If you do it, get paid and move on.
I don't know what you're talking about, Fousey. I have no idea what this is in reference to. I can't even speak on it because it's probably something that happened in fucking 2016, and who knows if you're accurate or not. You just accused me right now of it was my idea for July 15th. You accused me of Dollar in the Woods being about your dog. Like, what the fuck is that? You've accused me of so much shit in this conversation. It's ridiculous, and none of it's
Let me tell you something. If you R-worded a girl in 2016, even if she didn't say a word about it, even if she didn't go to authorities, even if she didn't say anything, even if she was happy on social media, that trauma still lives inside her and she deserves to speak about it. This is my trauma that you caused, Keem. I know you don't care. I know none of this is reaching you. This is my truth.
I don't care.
Okay, so Fousey compares himself to a hypothetical raped girl that Keemstar raped. Like, he's like,
that he traumatized.
If you raped a girl, she would be traumatized, just like how you traumatized me. What argument are we even like making here?
Yeah.
This is just...
He's now once again using rape victims to make points and make content. This is the second time he's done that in a few.
He actually is,
in a few days, which he apparently broke down crying for just recently. Now he's just doing it again. He's using rape victims at his own expense for his own argument. I mean, that's what this guy does. He tries
can't
to
help
pretend,
himself.
He tries to pretend he's a champion of it, but he's not. He loves actually exploiting them in multiple ways, to fuck them, to use them, to make content of them. I mean, that's what Fousey does.
So bad.
Yeah.
Now, towards the end of the call, Keemstar makes a pretty damning allegation, but unfortunately doesn't back it up. And now I'm begging Keem to drop the names. But first, let's hear it.
You didn't have to take advantage of that drunk girl. You didn't have to take advantage of that girl who's
I'm manipulated. I'm manipulated.
You didn't have to like run this
what?
saying that I'm a good guy. I'm gonna go like let's raise money for her and help her out. Present yourself as such a saint and a good dude.
Look at you still trying to be manipulative.
Come back and say that you just joined the Mile High Club. Like that was disgusting behavior.
Look at you trying to be manipulative, Keem. Look at you trying to be manipulative now, saying
coming from Fousey.
Is that not what happened?
That I did all the shit.
Is that not what happened?
I did not fuck the girl, Keem.
You said you did.
And what did I do after that?
You said you did.
And what did I do after that?
And what did I do after that?
Yeah, exactly. That's what we were saying earlier. It's like Keem is saying something directly. You said you fucked the girl, and then he's saying, and then what happened after that? He's not deflecting. He's not like denying that he said that on the call when Keem brings it up, which is really sus. And I wish that Keem would have asked him directly, what do you think happened on that call?
Yeah.
When we called for 1 minute, what did you say? Because I want to hear your testimony for what was said. But Keem just never thought to even bring that up because he just kept getting just sidetracked and kept letting Fousey just sidetrack him.
Then you got canceled by your chat in real time and switched it up and said it was a joke. Oh, it was just a joke. So you're joking about a fucking victim of sex trafficking, of fucking her or getting a blowjob in the bathroom?
Why do you think I started crying? Why do you think I started crying? Why do you think I started crying? As a sex addict, why do you think I started crying?
That you played a role in sex trafficking in the past. That you were a John. You were a client to victims of sex trafficking. It was a horrible video. Horrible stream.
I said I used to have a sex addiction where I had to go to massage parlors and I don't have validation.
You didn't have to
do that.
But I
wouldn't doubt if some of these women.
No, that's what you said after the stream. During the stream, you said something different.
Not true.
And you're more mad at Deaf Noodles calling you out. You're more mad at Keemstar or any news outlet covering the story. You're in private telling our mutual friends, this is how I'm going to play it, right? You're manipulating shit.
Who did I tell mutual friends to that this is how I'm going to play it, Keem?
You know, this is how I'm going to play it.
Who did I say that to? Who did
I will say this. This is where I'm like, yes, Fousey, ask him the names because Keem should name them if he's going to drop that accusation because that changes a lot. That just destroys any possible defense you could have of Fousey. If he was talking to other people, coming up with like a new narrative or new way to get himself out of the situation that he's got himself in, that's crazy.
No, that's absolutely insane. And I don't know how Keem knows that. I really want to know what mutual friend he's talking about. Or you said friends, plural, but yeah, maybe it was a group chat or something. That needs to be public now, immediately.
Yes, release it. Release the names.
Yeah.
that to?
You know.
I don't. Wallahi, I don't know. Who did I say that to?
Well, I'm not going to out anyone.
No.
But it is what. Just forget that part then. I don't care.
Hey, Keem, can I tell you something?
Yeah, go ahead.
I don't care how many people in this Twitter space take your back. I don't care how many people in the boxing community take your back. G7 doesn't fuck with you and will never fuck with you. I hope you have a great life, dog.
That's a weird. That's a weird threat,
Brantley.
Bro. That's a weird threat, bro.
And then he leaves.
Wow. I mean, this guy's the biggest pussy and the biggest loser imaginable. I've just never seen anyone just completely melt down the way he does. The worst point that he makes, and he's made this multiple times, is that somehow he relates to these prostitutes because of the sex addiction thing. He like tries to play that he was a victim there. I had to go to massage parlors to cure my sex addiction. No, you didn't. You didn't have to do anything like that. And that doesn't make you relate to them. That makes you the person who abused them.
Right.
That makes you the person
he tries to relate to them from the receiving end of the abuse. It's like, what are you doing there?
It's like if someone came and was like, I used to get beat by my husband. He's like, well, I used to beat my wife too. I used to beat my wife, so I know exactly what you're talking about because I would whip her every day and I
had to. You know, it's like
I was so angry. I had anger problems that I beat my wife every day. It's like, what?
You didn't have to do that, you know? Like you could have just controlled yourself.
Yeah. But that is just wow.
So like I said, you know, Fousey mentions in the call, he's like, I never touched that girl, but you know, everybody saw the stream, everybody saw the video, the
Grabbing
YouTube re-upload.
ass.
I don't even remember this part. Apparently he was like groping her ass or whatever, and it looks like she's crying or something like that, right?
And he's like showing her more shit, just manipulating her, just being a weird little liar, kissing her.
Making out. It's just crazy to me.
Yeah.
And then on top of this, apparently he called his therapist on stream, and the therapist accidentally leaked that Fousey did have sex with her at the airport.
Yeah.
Oh, you know, a friend of mine tried to say today that I wasn't sober. It was so hurtful.
You've been sober until that thing in the airport. I know that.
Uh-oh.
Wow.
Right?
Right?
Love you, Susie.
Yeah, I love you.
Bye.
Doesn't deny it.
He hangs up.
Doesn't deny it. Just awkwardly leaves because he knows he just got called out.
Yeah, you can see it in his face. He's like, I gotta look confident now. Nope. You can't. And then, of course, after this, Keemstar, you know, gets blocked by Fousey. People in Fousey's chat are asking, why'd you block Keemstar? This is his excuse for the therapist exposing him. This is his response.
I went and got a hand job at a massage parlor because I'm a fucking addict. Okay? That's why. You don't need to know everything about my fucking life.
She said the airport.
His ass. I'm blocking his ass right here. Keemstar. Block. Nobody needs to know about my fucking life, man.
Hey, you dumbass. You fucking live streamed it, you stupid dipshit. And also, she said the airport, not the massage parlor.
Yeah.
The fuck is wrong with you? You don't even know everything about my life?
In order for him to be telling the truth here, there's a massage parlor at the airport, at the Toronto airport, that gives out hand jobs.
That you
can just get that at the airport. And he also did that after feeling so much shame and guilt for taking advantage of the drunk girl. The only way to cool off was to get another hand job it just doesn't make any sense. Like, it's obviously delusional.
No, it doesn't make any sense at all. And somehow, like, maybe he got the hand job before or after. We're supposed to believe he's also such a horrible sex addict. He couldn't resist this. But when there's actually a woman who's expressing interest in with him. He's grabbing her ass, he's making out with her, he's kissing her, he's taking her away from the camera. That in that instance, he didn't do anything. In that instance, he's actually innocent, but he's actually such a horrible sex addict that can't control himself that he ran off to the massage parlor in the airport, got a hand job in the middle of the fucking airport.
Okay.
The hell are you talking about?
That just doesn't.
And you live stream all this, so yes, we actually all do get to know what happened. You made it public. This is our business, so yes, we're invading your life. And we're talking about everything that's going on with you, so deal with it.
Well, unfortunately now for Fousey's live streaming business, he has been banned a second time this week, this time for dangerous or distracted driving. Wow. Now, if you see the clip, this is exactly what happened. Now, we can't actually like watch the clip because he's playing copyrighted music, but he's listening to Eminem and he's like role playing and pretending to fall asleep at the wheel. I mean,
for like 10 seconds straight. I mean, there's cars going by him the other way. You can see other people's headlights behind him. I mean, this is just, imagine you are a single mom with your kids. And this guy fucking runs into you because he's being an idiot behind the wheel. Or imagine you're a sexual assault victim or you're a victim of sex trafficking. I mean, this guy would probably intentionally run his car into you because he wants to hurt you, just like he does with all the other ones that he's hurt and damaged.
So true. This guy's a menace. Get him off the streets, get him off the road, get him off Twitch.
Yeah.
Get him off the internet.